In our physical practice, I don't really believe in miracles. I believe in hard work and consistency. So if you want to work hard, join me on the mat. And then if you do this more than once, maybe once a week, you'll start to build your consistency. Let's take a pencil stretch, legs out long, arms up and over your head. You can lock the thumbs and give yourself a nice long pull. With your exhale, hollow out the belly. Push your lower back into the floor. And draw your knees up into the chest. You can lace your hands on the shins. Give yourself a squeeze towards the ground. A couple circles on the tailbone in one direction. Switch directions. And then let's pause. Bring your hips, knees, and ankles about 90 degrees apiece. Hands out to your sides. Lift the hips. Bring them to the left, and then drop your knees over to the right. Right hand presses on the outer left thigh. Left hand reaches out to the side. Squeeze your knees together. Take a breath in. Exhale it out the nose. We're finding our ocean breath. 2 more. Press into the top thigh. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the arms out again. Center your hips. And then 90, 90, 90. Shift your hips to the right. Let's drop our knees out to the left. Left hand on right thigh. Right hand is reaching out to the side. Squeeze your knees. Take a breath. Exhale. 2, gentle pressure. Last one. Arms out. Center the hips. Take a happy baby. Grab your feet, pull and kick. Try to draw the knees towards your armpits. Flatten out the spine long to the floor, tailbone to crown of the head. Feel the upper back broadening across the ground. Try to get your tailbone towards the floor as well. Just see what happens. It's a lot of this. It's just exploration. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Activate through the right heel. You're kicking through the heel. Toes are pulling back. Grab your left leg where is appropriate for you. Let's point that left foot. Take a breath. Exhale. Squeeze both legs towards you. Feel your back flattening out once again to the floor. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Be loving, but make something happen. 1 more breath in. Feet stay active. Exhale. Squeeze. Release, brief happy baby, just to feel that even pull. And then switching out your side, left over right. Grab your right leg, either at the hamstring or in front of the shin. Activate your crossed ankle. Point through your bottom foot. Take a breath. Exhale, squeeze towards you. Flatten out the back to the ground. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Let's go 1 more. Exhale. Release. 1 more happy baby. Pull and kick. Kick and pull. And then release the legs. Straighten your legs up to the sky. Try to point through your feet. Squeeze your legs against each other. Take your arms above your head, palms facing one another. Take a breath in. Try to keep your lower back pushing to the ground. Exhale, lower the heels just above the floor. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, lower down. And lift. 3. Lower. Lift. 4. Lower. And up. 5. And 6. Legs staying active. 7, and 8. We got 10, 9. Lift up. 10. 10 more. Counting you down. This is 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. Try to keep pushing that lower back down. 4 more. 3. 2. Last one, hold and hover. And then hug your knees in. Cool. Figure 4 right ankle over left thigh. See if you can bring your legs to the corners of a box. So the top shin is a corner of the box, and that leg out in front of you is the other corner of the box. Hands back behind your head. Lift the back off the ground. The knees don't move. See if you can bring that left knee, elbow to touch the right knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, across. And go. We'll call that 2. Here's 3. And 4. 5. Breathe out with each one. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Counting down. 10. Keep those legs in place. 9. 8. All in the upper body. 7. 6. 5. Don't pull on the head. 4. It's happening with the torso. 3. 2. 1 more. Okay, feet to the floor. Let's just lift the hips up off the ground. Might want to walk your heels in a little closer. Just stretching out the fronts of your hips. If you'd like to, you can lace the hands up. Walk the elbows a bit closer. Straighten through your elbows. See if you can push the pinky edge of the bottom hand to the mat. Take another breath. Push into the floor. One more time. Push into the floor with the feet and the arms. Squeeze. Cool. Release. Take that happy baby pull. And then left ankle over right thigh. Form the 2 corners of a box with those shins. Your box may be a little, beat up, but that's okay. Hands behind the head. Exhale across, elbow to knee. Inhale. Here's 3. And 4. 5. 6. Keep those legs steady. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Release your feet down. Walk your heels towards your butt. Hips up. Lace the hands the other way. So other thumb, other fingers. Walk those elbows close. Try to push into the shoulders. Push into the heels. 3 breaths. Inhale. Feel your belly pull in as the hips lift. 2. Squeeze. Last one. And squeeze. Release your hands. Lower your butt. Grab the backs of your knees. Rock to the back of the heart, rock to the butt. 2 more, back of the heart, butt, hold, hover. Last one, rock forward. Let's come into a tabletop. You can cross your shins, try to shift over. Otherwise, just swim your legs out to the side. Turn your fingers to face forward, fingerprints claw into the ground, ground through the knuckles. Some pressure in the palms. Let's turn the elbows to face back, the pointy part. Let them dial out to the side. Face them back. Keep those hands actively rooted. Elbows out to the side. Turn them back. And out. Go again. We'll do 4 more. Out. Turn. 3. Turn. 2. Turn. Last one. Cool. Now, keep your elbows in place. Make sure that index knuckle mound stays rooted. The base of the pointer finger tends to come up off the ground. Drop your chest to the floor, but don't bend the elbows. And then dome the back. Drop the chest. This is protraction and retraction of the shoulder blades. Push away. Dip down. Push. Dip down. Push. We'll do 4 more. 4. Push away. 3. Try to feel the squeeze. 2. 1 more. Feel that squeeze. All right, turn your fingers to face out to the side, but maintain pressure in all parts of the hands. Round the back. Also tuck your tailbone towards the floor. We're in what we might call a cat spine. Shift yourself side to side. Keep the pressure in the prints and knuckles, right? The hands almost don't even know that you're shifting side to side. We're just bringing some more lubrication into the synovial joints of your shoulders. Okay, let's pause in the middle. Lift your hands, turn the fingers to face back. Hands stay rooted. As you peel back, let those wrists lift, but keep the knuckles pressing down. Gentle. Shift forward. Wrist lift, maybe the knuckles start to come up. We're just stretching out the fingers. Lay it back down 1 more time, stretch it out. And then come back down. Now, leave the palms down, back your knees up. Let's take 3 cow-cats here. So stick your butt bones high into the air, drop your ribs, look forward and up. Pull the shoulder blades down the back so the back of the neck stays long. Chin to the chest, dome the back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look back. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, squeeze. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Fix your hands to face forward. Let's drop down onto our elbows, please. A little more core work. Step your feet back to forearm plank. Try to feel active everywhere. So you don't want to hang on the joints. You want to push down into the elbows. Push into the crease behind the toes. Feel your back of the heart pressing to the ceiling. Glutes and thighs are engaged. Let's lift your right leg. Point the toes back. Mind that the hips aren't lifting too high. You basically want to try to be in a straight line from the shoulders to the hips to the back foot. Stay and breathe. 3 more. 2. 1 more. Bring your foot down. Bring your big toes to touch. Take your left hand, turn it over towards the right elbow. Stack your heels to the left. Take your right hand to your hip. Let's do 10 pulses. So you're gonna lower. First off, you want the ankles, knees, and hips to stack. Your feet are actively kicking through the heels. We're just gonna lift up. Pulse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your legs strong. 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly bring that right elbow down, left elbow down. We're in our forearm plank pose. Make sure the hips stay even. Left toes point back. 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, pressing into all things on the floor. Last one. Okay, foot down, bring your big toes to touch. Right hand towards the left elbow. As you stack, the top arm can just rest against your side. Actively kicking through the heels. Ankles and toes are matching. Pulse, lift, lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your elbows back down to the floor and then lower your hips. We'll take a brief Sphinx pose, chest forward. Imagine like you're pulling the front of the mat towards you. This is gonna push your ribs forward. Let's bring our big toe mounts to touch back behind and then press into the shoelace parts of your feet. Lower down, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press up to tabletop. Let's step back into our downward facing dog. So a good way to measure out your down dog is to take your shoulders over your fingertips so the shoulders are slightly forward of the wrists. And then with the feet and legs very active, when you push back, there shouldn't be too much adjusting that you need to do because you measured it out perfect. Okay, so from down dog, hands are still active, and we're trying to get some nice even weight distribution in the hands. It's not that there's one part that's more important than the other, it's that you want to be able to move the weight around wherever you want it to, but understand most of us tend to dump into the outer edges of the hands. So there's that big bulgy part beneath your thumb, keep that rooted, keep your index knuckle mound rooted. Now press your chest back, give the head a nose shake, make sure it stays relaxed. Let's bring your big toes to touch, feet slightly forward. Take your heels high, straight knees, start pushing the back into the ceiling. Once again, taking the shoulders towards the fingernails. Bend the knees on the way back to your downward facing dog. Give it an extra push back. Inhale again, heels lift, ripple forward. Exhale, bend the knees, press back, make sure your head hangs. 2 more, inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, push back. Last one, inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, push back. Right leg, let's lift it up really high. Look into the air, see if you can kick through the heel and get the toes to point down towards the ground. Then point through the top foot. Start coming forward, draw that knee as close to the left elbow as you can. You gotta kind of shift out in front of the hands to make that happen and squeeze your inner thighs. Swing that leg way high and back, kick through the heel again. And then point through the foot, draw that knee to the other elbow, high up on the arm as you can. See if you can shift forward. Sweep that leg back one last time, kick through the heel, and then draw the foot forward so that your toes line up with your fingertips at the front of the mat. Wiggle that back foot back a little. Squeeze the back leg as straight as you can. Let's look to the front of the room. Take a breath in. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Bow your head towards the shin. Bend the knee, look forward again. Get that front leg a bit straighter. It doesn't have to go completely straight, but you definitely want to feel that stretch. One more time, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten out the leg. Bend the knee, look forward, step forward, feet to meet. See if you can bring the big toe mounts to touch. Leave about 2 fingers space between the ankles. Take a flat back. Maybe you want to slide your hands onto your shins to feel like a table in the back of your body. Exhale, line up your fingertips with your toe tips. You can bend the knees. Try to press your palms to the ground. Bow your face to your shins. On your inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Reach to the sky, push your palms together, look up high. And then exhale, hands down by your sides. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, take the arms up again, reach up, look up. Exhale to dive down deep into your forward fold. Press palms, bow your face. Flat back, hands can slide up on shins, or one day you'll tent the fingers outside of the toes, but really trying to work those long muscles on your back. Let's take a big step back with your right foot this time. Lower that knee, untuck the toes. Stabilize the front knee as you come up, so make sure the knee stays right over the heel. Press into the shoelace part of your back foot to keep that back knee light. Arms up and over your head, lace up. Point the pointers. Notice which thumb is in front. So in that same idea that we were pulsing the front leg, now we're gonna pulse by leaning into the back leg. Look up, inhale. Exhale, lean back a little, look back a little. Just see where your edges lie. Inhale. This isn't super deep, but it's definitely making you feel the field. One more time, breathing in. Exhaling out. Bring your hands down to the floor. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. Step back into your plank pose. Shoulders might even be out in front of the fingertips. You can drop the knees if you need to, but try to lower shoulders halfway down to the floor, pausing there. Change to the tops of the feet. Keep the knees up if you're keeping the knees up. Straighten the arms, broaden across the collarbones and chest. Push your ribs forward. Look up. By pressing into the palms, you lengthen through the sides of the neck. Then start lifting your hips. You can tuck your toes. Send your seat high and back into your downward facing dog. Let's bring our big toes to touch. Inhale, ripple, shoulders over hands. We're on the second side. This is what we started with. Bend the knees, hips back to dog. Inhale again, ripple forward. Dome the back, shift the shoulders even further forward. Bend the knees, swoop back. One more time. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, take it back. Left leg up, toes are pointing at the floor, but the leg is as high as you can get it. Point through the foot, draw the knee under and across. See if you can tap that right elbow. Sweep it back again. Inhale, kick through the top heel. Point through the foot, draw the knee forward, tap the elbow, dome the back, push away from the ground. Sweep it back, inhale. Exhale, squeeze that foot all the way forward. Tent the fingers, lengthen that back leg. Take a breath. Draw your front leg straighter, bow your head. Inhale, bend the knee, charging the back leg again. Exhale, straighten that front leg. One more time, knee bends. Exhale, straighten. Bend your front knee, look forward, exhale. Step forward, feet to meet, sliver between the heels. Flat back, hands as high as you need them to be to squeeze that spine long and pulling shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, palms to mat, face to shins. Inhale, rise up, reach up, press the palms as you gaze to the sky. Inhale, hands by your sides. Inhale, take the arms up again. See if you can squeeze your legs at the thighs. Exhale, dive down deep, forward fold, complete, all breath gone. Flat back, inhale. Stepping your left foot way back, knee down. As you come up, stabilize the front leg. You're sinking into the hips. Lace up the hands, switch up the interlacing of the fingers, non-dominant grip, pointers point. Stabilize once again through the hips, breathe in. Lean back, calmly breathe out. Inhale. Nice and easy. One more. Hands down. Clean step back to a plank pose. Take a breath. Forward and down. Hold and hover. Change to the tops of the feet. Take that upward facing dog. Lengthen. And then down dog. Tuck your toes. Push your heart back. Stay and breathe for 3. Exhale. 2. Let's go one more breath here. Let's bring your big toes to touch, feet slightly forward. Ripple the spine forward, shoulders forward. Bend the knees, squat back, look to your thumbs, and then take a big 1-2 step forward to the front of the mat. Flatten and lift the back. Exhale, bow it down. Inhale, rise up, reach up, and look. Hands by your sides. Okay, we're gonna do a few rounds, 3 rounds of our sun salutations. Inhale, reach up, press the palms, look up. Exhale, dive down deep into your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Hands down, feet back. Plank pose, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. 3. Bring your chest closer to your toenails. 2. And then push down into the heels. Gather your feet, little forward, shoulders forward. Squat back, look to the front. Step 1, 2, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up and reach. Hands down, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, complete. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Plank pose, nice and clean. Chaturanga, halfway. Up dog, slow. Down dog. Long breath out. Then 3. Then 2. One more. Ripple forward, inhale. Squat to the heels, exhale. Maybe take a hop to the front. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise up, reach up. Hands down by your sides. We're gonna take one more round. Here we go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive down deep. Flat back to prepare. Now you could hop back, but by the time the feet land, you wanna bend the elbows. So palms down, feet back. As you're landing, bend those elbows. Inhale, slow roll into your up dog. Exhale to your down dog. 3 breaths. Two. One more. Prepare the feet, ripple the shoulders, squat back to the hips, step or hop forward, flat lift, inhale, forward fold, exhale. All the way up we go. Hands by your sides. Okay, let's step your feet out as wide as the mat. See how that feels on you. Toes are turning out, 10 and 2, give or take. Start to bend your knees, letting the knees track over the toes. See how low you can get to the floor. Take the elbows, start pushing them into the legs, let the legs hug back, and then bring some pressure into your palms with the legs hugging back. Thumbs meet the chest. Lengthen your head and heart are lifting up out of the pelvis. Think of your spine as the stem of a plant. The pelvis is the pot. You're just trying to grow without taking the pot up. 2 breaths. Last breath. We're going to take a look at our crow pose, final party pose before we get done. Hands as wide as the shoulders. Back up the feet a little bit. Try to lift the heels really high to perch the hips into the air. Back the hands up. Start to bring your triceps to the legs. The knees are trying to make their way up into the armpits. They may not get up that high, but get them up as high as you can. Now you want to press into the fingerprints and look forward, not down. Start pushing the knees into the arms before anything else changes. Then we're going to shift forward. If you got some good knee pressure, you might start to lift the feet up towards your butt. You can go one at a time, do a little crow walk back and forth, or try to lift them both up, pressing away from the ground. Let's stay for 3. Keep working it. 2. Last 1. And then lower down. Step back to your downward facing dog. Nice work. Let's lower down to hands and knees. Let's have a seat. Face the side of your mat. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Let the knees go out wide. Pull the heels in towards your groin. Take your first available fingers from the thumb, so first 3 fingers, wrap onto your big toe. Start to lengthen the chest up. Bend the elbows out to the sides. You can push the elbows against the legs. And then if the spine is long, almost imagine like you're looking over a cliff, right? So when we look over a cliff, if you've never had, you're always kind of rooting back too, because you don't want to fall down the edge. That's getting your spine long. And then if the spine is long, if the head is away from your hips, head weighs about 12 pounds, give or take. So gravity will take care of the rest. Start to bow down. Let's breathe. Exhale. Inhale. Feel that little shift in the hips. So you're inhaling, you're coming out a little bit, lengthening, you're exhaling, you're bowing it down. 2 more. Generally want about 5 breaths in each stretch. Last one. Rise up with me. Take your right foot forward. Go ahead and take that left foot, bring it towards the inner right thigh. And then we're gonna reach forward. Maybe you're gonna grab the back of your knee. You can grab the calf. One of the reasons why it is good to hold on to something is it's gonna help you to remember to try to keep your shoulders squaring that long leg. If you wanna grab as far as the foot, do so. Just try to keep getting long through that left side of your body. It tends to be the one that we dial back a little. Bend the elbows if you can. Bow the head towards your knee or maybe even towards the shin. 5 breaths, please. Inhale. 4, 5 a little space with each breath. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Switch out the legs. So left leg is going to go straight. Bring the sole of that right foot into the inner left thigh. Grab what you're grabbing. Knee, calf, foot. See what you got available. Start bending the elbows down. Even out the shoulders. Heart is long. Head is heavy. 5 breaths. Inhale. 4, 4. Commit to each breath. 3. Lengthen and then release. 2. 1. Rise up to sit. Let's swing both your legs forward or to one short edge of the mat. You can lie whichever direction you want. Lay down onto your back with me and then walk your feet towards your seat. We've done this before. We're going to do it again. Start to lift your hips up off the ground for your bridge. You can always lace the hands up underneath. Walk the elbows closer, trying to squeeze those shoulder blades. Belly in, hips lift, knees stay over the heels. See if you can start pushing the feet to the short edge of your mat so that your hips lift up even higher. One more breath. Release a little just so you can switch the interlacing of your fingers, opposite finger relationship, and then let's go again. 3. Push away, press the chest towards your chin. 2. Last one, squeeze those glutes. Release down, get your hands out from down below. Straighten out your left leg, kick through the left heel. Hug your right knee in, give it a squeeze. And then once again, bring that hip, knee, and ankle to 90 degrees. Draw the knee across. As you go, scoot your shoulders to the left, elbow, shoulder, elbow, shoulder. As you look down your chest bone, you want to see that outer right hip. Take your left hand, push it down. Now there's no second knee underneath. When we began, we were taking a double knee twist. So that top leg can drop a little lower. Notice what you're feeling in the outer hip and lower back. Make sure to breathe through it. 5 breaths, inhale. 4. Squeeze. 3. 2. 1 more. Move back to center. Once you find center, hug both knees in. And then straighten out your right leg. Left knee stays bent. Hug it in. Back it away a little. 90, 90, 90. Hip, knee, ankle. As you draw that knee across, scoot shoulders to the right just a couple times. Try to line up your chest with your outer left hip. Top hand is pushing down on that thigh. Try to stay actively flexed through the ankle. And then we're gonna look out to the left a little. Breathing in. 5. Inhale. 4. 3. 2. You got one more. Move back through center. Happy baby, it's been a while. Feel what you're feeling. Make sure you're being active with the choices you make. And then let's bring knees, ankles together. Wrap your hands on your shins, or for added squish, wrap your arms around the shins, grab for opposite elbow. See if you want that much. Bow your face towards your kneecaps. Breathe in. Exhale out the mouth and squeeze. Then start releasing your legs out long to the top 2 corners of the mat, feet out as wide as you like. Take your hands down by your hips. Make sure you lift the butt, tuck the tailbone towards your heels, and then relax so there's not this huge curve in the lower back. With your hands down by your sides, push into the elbows and skull to lift the upper back. Tuck the shoulder blades down the back, and then just relax into the floor. You can keep your hands down by your sides or take your palms up and over your head, should you choose. Let's take a 2-minute recovery rest. Close your eyes. Relax all the things. Let's take our pencil stretch like we began. Like good morning with the arms high up and over your head. Reach through the legs. Point through the feet. Pull, pull, pull. Take an inhale. Side out. Draw your knees back into the belly. Let's rock up to sit. Find a tall seat with me. It's a little tricky to sit like this. I suppose it's actually called easy seat, but it is anything but easy. Let's stack our hands on our heart. Gratitude for this moment. There's so much to be grateful for in our lives. this body that functions as well as it does. It's hard. It's always going to be hard. That's the way life works. But we're strong. We will prevail. Let's take one detoxifying breath together. Friends, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next flow. Always reach out if you have any questions.